All right, here we are, doing a little different today. We're going to be playing the scenarios. I've got a few of them down already. So I'm not sure if I should go on number one, just so you can watch that, or if I should do the ones I haven't done yet. Truth is, I don't want to repeat, so I'm going to do this. And I probably should have read the description before I jumped in, but fuck it, we're doing it live. Now, the scenarios, actually a pretty good way to get introduced to the game. A lot of people say when you're a new player, go play the bots, and you should do that as well. However, I think that if you're like really truly new, then the bots might actually feel like jumping in the deep end, even though it's only the medium end. Whereas the scenarios are for sure.
Please choose your starting location.
For sure, the scenarios are like the shallow end. These are the wading pool, as it were, of Beyond All Reason. And ain't nothing wrong with going for a wade. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm not sure what the best starting point for the comm is, but I think maybe on the edge. Reason being, if you're in the center and you walk back and then around,
Battle started.
that's not a super efficient path. Whereas, let me put down my buildings and then I'll talk. Whereas if you start here and walk around, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like maybe this will allow me to cover all this ground more efficiently with less backtracking, simply by starting not in the center but at the edge. And so that is what I'm going to try to do. You could start bots here just to get more cons, so that you could like send a con there, a con this way, things like that. I'm going to do it all with the comm. And what that means is that I need naval build power, because the comm's not going to be boosting my lab. So we're going to start out with 2 construction ships.
Battle paused.
And if I go to the lobby, I can't actually read these things, which I'm going to do. So we have estimated time 30 minutes. We'll see if we can beat that. Oh, difficulty normal. I should have cranked this up to brutal, maybe. But we'll do it this way to start. Shipyards can be assisted by all constructors. That's true. Now, the goal here, they don't really... You must defeat a single enemy who, like you, is still new to naval combat. I'm bold of them to make assumptions
Battle
about
started.
me. But, let's see what we can do here. Now, this, of course, is a fairly infamous, I'll say. This is an infamous map. Obviously, a slightly different geometry than many people are used to in a map. Quite long. I think it's fun. I'll say it. I like this map. But also, I get why
Low
someone
power.
might hate it. You gotta like naval to do this and do it well. And also, you do end up in situations where backline scaling, like turning all of this into APHIS and anti-nuke and anti-air, basically, becomes very important. Now I'm going to double tap Z and drag like this, and it automatically computes a route for my comm. That'll cover pretty much everything, and this is crazy that it's doing the end of the route like that. There's no way that's right, is there? I'm going to interfere once we get to that point in the build queue. And with these guys, this is not a competitive strategy, by the way I'm doing this build. In a competitive game, well, I would not be going Armada naval, but also I would be thinking about getting boats out a lot faster than I'm going to. I'm going to be trying to get a little bit of stable eco online instead before I go too hard into building naval, because in these scenarios you can very often they give you enough headroom to be like kind of greedy if you so choose, and so you should so choose. Now let's see. Obviously, actually, maybe you can build those shore mexes. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, like perfect example here. This is crazy talk. Letting this third con build under its own power and without any assistance while we send our other cons out to just take metal. Like, literally, we're gonna have to wait for this to finish before we even start building any navy. And then we're gonna have to wait a lot more before doing anything with it. I do like starting with the Cortex version of this boat. The ARM version is not as good. I think the range is less. I forget exactly the details of it. But it is still, it gives you sonar, it gives you radar, I believe. Yeah, look at that radar range. So you do want some of these in your comp, just for the visibility, the awareness that you get out of it, right? Now for you, yeah, we're just going to have you build those and then do that, which seems like a much more reasonable path to me. I don't know what the pathing was thinking there. I've always wondered how it solves that problem, because it is actually kind of, I mean, it's basically traveling salesman, right? Which is non-trivial to say the least. So I've always wondered if they have some optimization. But now's not the time to investigate that, I guess. Let's see. I'm not going to go for subs. Subs are good as a surprise tech, and they're good as a defensive tech. But they do not form the backbone of a viable army. Or if they can do that, I haven't seen it. I'll say that much. I don't present myself as a naval expert despite my name. I mean, I'm pretty good. But, you know. Okay, so we're going to build that. Build those. And maybe more of those. And go back there.
Low power.
And yeah, we're going to start getting boats out. And these guys, once they get into position, I'm going to start walking them forward. Just to get the lay of the land here, you know? And this is something, generally, naval skirmishes favor the defender. And in particular, the risk of them is incredibly high, right? If you push and you leave wrecks, now you've donated metal. And very often, early game naval is tricky on account of having low metal and needing to make things that cost a lot of metal. Which means that donating metal to your opponent really, really screws you. So you generally want to take a very defensive naval posture. And in this case, I'm using cheap boats. These are 150 metal to do this scouting, so that even if I lose all of these, the donation is minimal. They also have very good radar range, which hopefully will allow me to scout from range. And I'm getting my sort of backbone units out here, which are Corsairs and Elisas. I don't usually do arm naval. So I don't know this as well as if it was Cortex, but, you know, these are good enough. In general, destroyers absolutely slap, and assault frigates make a good support unit to go alongside destroyers. And notice, by the way, that we have sonar as well as radar here, so I know... Okay, yeah, here we go. Right, yeah, and this is where, if I had the core version of this, I would be able to take this down from range. I would be able to really mess everything up from range. But the big thing, the big impediment to our success right now is simply going to be that it takes a long time to float boats this far. So we're going to make long-range boats, and we're going to start them on their little journey. And we're going to have these dudes just kind of chill out here at range and patrol around, because I really want to make sure that we're, like, not allowing a lab to go up on the ground over there. And by the way, yeah, here we go. We have finished building all these mexes, and we can now build winds. And, I mean, we're just rich. There's no other word for it. We're incredibly rich. And we can pump out units like nobody's business. And that's exactly what we're going to do. I think I'm going to build an energy storage as well. Oh, hello, Flocka. Okay, the AI comm is trying to come over here. Destroyers are just going to eat this guy for breakfast. This is not even going to be viable for this guy to walk into the water. But yeah, he's going back. He doesn't want that smoke. So let's see. Let's see how this plays out. I will challenge the AI to beat my pathing over there, and I think it probably did. I don't want to call it AI. People get the wrong idea. I will challenge the algorithm. I mean, realistically, what would I do with this? I don't know if you could use an SMT solver. And by this, I mean the NP hard problem of solving traveling salesman on the fly. If it were a different context, I would have a lot more ideas, but in this specific context, I think you do just need to pull an algorithm for it. Just open up Nuth and see what he says. That would be my prescription. Now, I have long range, and I don't technically need to get in range of these dudes to shoot them. But I also have a lot of health, and I'm not scared of the damage that they're going to do. Now, what I'm starting to wonder here is what if they just walk way inland, and for that, we're actually going to take advantage of the fact that we are Armada. We're going to go... come on, guy. Build the thing. Build the thing. We're going to get a lot of gunships, and we're going to flag gunships out. Where is this com? I think it's hiding on the shore. So I can get naval supremacy, and then I can do, like, nothing with it, you know? In principle, we are excuse me, unable to lose at this point, pretty much. It would be extraordinarily difficult to lose this game. That being said, the actual act of winning it could be time-consuming. And that's what I'm trying to think about now. And, yeah, I mean, you can see, this defensive posture of the opponent. And we're scaling build power back here, is what we're doing with this lab for now. So, I mean, we have an insane amount of metal. This is a truly goofy amount of metal. Drop the storage for that, I guess. And it's just a matter of, like, what do we do with it, you know? Oh, actually, I know what I'm going to do with it. I've got a plan. You're going to love this. I'm not going to say it yet. It's more fun if I don't. But yeah. Arm Air. Underappreciated, but there's some delightful units that you get access to. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a moment here. Turn off repeat on this. You've done enough. Yeah, we're gonna go and scale build power back there. Oh, up here at the front, there's a little skirmish. Red thinks that you can hang. You cannot hang. This is not gonna go anywhere. I don't even need to watch. I could go for T2 naval, but planes are faster. Simple as. So we're gonna make T2 air. Is what we're doing here. And yeah, this is building. I wish it would build faster, but also it's fine. Now we're getting to the point where the exponential speed up kicks in.
Low power.
Until you run out of power. That is the limiting factor. Here. We don't super need to worry about building ships, so we can use up a lot more of that space that way. And yeah, get our build power up here. 11 minutes in. This is a scenario that was estimated to take a half hour. So keep that in mind as we go for one of my favorite units, the Light Sheet. And no, this is not your hipster beverage order. This is not your... Oh, I actually forget what Light Sheet is. I'm like, do you put that in a Starbucks drink? Do you... it's something or other. Get this going here. Now these atomic bombers, very unintuitive to have atomic bombers and nukes and to have them have like nothing to do with each other, in my opinion. But two shots from this can take out a comm. So if you make two of them, or if you make one of them and hit twice, then you're golden. And before we get that done, I'm going to send in a scout dude up here. And I'm going to make some more after the Light Sheets. Liches? There's no way that's how you say it, right? I don't know. And yeah, let's scale some fucking energy. Let's scale some fucking energy, bro. this guy is going in now. The mission statement here is to look for the comm. Okay, clearly quite built up back here. Presumably there will be some anti-air comm is over here. And you can ping this for yourself. There's no reason not to. They can't stop you. This, you'll notice, is a very built-up base. Very little anti-air. And obviously we're building anti-air bots now, but this is all T1. It's not going to do anything for you, my friend. I guess I probably should have scaled energy starting sooner here, but oh well. In the words of the greats, oh well. And the first Lychee is coming out here. I will aim that directly where I pinged, assuming the comm probably hasn't moved. If it has, I can adapt, of course. But we'll see if I have to. Turn off factory guard here and rally additional builders to my comm to help scale that build power. Let's see if this guy can get the job done. Now you'll notice how much faster this is. Speed 295. You know, maybe 5 times faster than some of these boats. Little attempt to reclaim the shoreline there. Okay, that's one hit on Flocka. And we'll see if I get a second one off this guy. I think maybe a third of his HP gone so far.
Commander destroyed.
There it is. Alright. Oh, right, and I assumed that would end the game, but I guess not. What a strange mode. Okay, what we're going to do is build a... yeah, in a real game that would have ended the game. But here, for some reason, it doesn't. So instead, we're just going to kind of fight command these guys in here and see what they can do, I guess. Their main utility is sniping comms and taking out high health eco. Now, please tell me you dropped a... Oh, you didn't drop a bomb at all? Okay, that's strange, actually. Not what I would have recommended as your pattern of behavior here.
T2 unit detected.
Oh, T2. Not recommended either. These things are kind of hard to control. The main thing, I guess, is that you just want to pick a target and go for it. Yeah, I'm just gonna spam like Centurions or something. And maybe I'll just send more of these guys on repeat. So we can do gunships as well, which are actually not as fast, but a lot cheaper. And look how much damage that does. It's so satisfying. Is it gonna get it? One shot, one kill on that agitator. I mean, look at how effective that is. And now, with the static defense mostly cleared, we can walk in Centurions. Just goofy strong units over here. Get some more metal, why not? Actually, no, I disagree with that decision. We're going to build power, and then we're just going to continue to use it. And just fight command is plenty for these guys. But I am going to focus fire the flamethrower turret, because I hate those fucking things. I mean, look how much damage it does. It's goofy. A lot of things are goofy. You think I overused that word? I think that life overuses the trope of goofiness. Goofiness itself is what's overused. And don't you dare try to critique my vocabulary. I'll fucking kill you. And yeah, the gunship's moving in now. Very little anti-air on the ground here. Let's have them focus fire, starting on the lab, and then we'll just go from there. And yeah, I think we just need to kill literally everything to clear this challenge. So yeah, let's just, I guess, attack everything, right? Why not? Now, I mentioned earlier that that these are a great way to start with bar. These challenges are. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm not sure what the win condition was there, actually. But yeah, that just reinforced what I was about to say, which is...
Battle.
I've actually never gone through and done all of these. Because I didn't feel the need to. Let's see. How did we do on this one? 3 Chev. Not so bad, I guess. Back from the dead. What are we doing here? Handful of rezzers. Test to resurrect your army. Beware, it might not be alone with this goal. Okay. Let's see. You need to get a confirmed kill on all enemy units. Okay, I'm going to play Cortex. We're going to put this on brutal difficulty. I've never played this before, so we'll see if that's a mistake. But I have to admit, my confidence could not be more boundless. I am absolutely certain that I'm ready to throw whatever life throws at me back at it.
Battle started.
Okay, here we are. So these guys are going to, I guess, yeah, let's start with that. Well, yeah, we want to micro this for sure. Oh, interesting. An advanced metal extractor and a normal one over there. Really a bizarre combination. Yeah, we for sure want these all focused on the same thing. And actually, I think maybe the solars aren't the most important thing here. I don't know. I also don't especially care about repairing them. I mean, it generates as much energy at half health as it does at full, so... Let's bring a second one back up. And let's lock in our metal income. We'll get our con bots out first for the build power. Gotta scale that build power. And this guy can go boost the lab. It's weird that we have a T2 mechs, but not a T2 lab. Like, how did we get that advanced metal extractor? You know what I mean? I don't think that these LLTs are especially necessary. I could be wrong. I don't know what's going to get thrown at us in a moment here. Oh, yeah, okay. There is actually a tick. So yeah, okay. With that in mind, we are going to focus. I'm going to get this one up, then that one up, then that one. There we go. Good work. This has good coverage. Yeah, we're basically doing every other spot. Then over here, on the other end, sentries and beamers and advanced solars, things of that nature. Let's see. I mean, do we want to just be super basic with it, just get rockets? Maybe we want maces. Thugs? I'll try thugs. Well, I wonder though, actually. I think we'll start with some grunts just to scout the map. Or maybe not even that. I'm so indecisive, dude. I think we're going to throw down a vehicle lab so we can get the rascals. Do some scouting with those. I kind of want to have a con turret up, but I'm not going to do it yet because it'll reclaim. And there's a lot of stuff here that I don't want to see reclaimed. That can go. That can go. Everything else pretty much needs to stay. Oh, an exploiter. Oh, I actually super want exploiters up. Okay, you guys go do that. And then, maybe, I don't know, get me energy? Question mark? And yeah, not many wrecks on the rest of the map outside of this immediate area here. You guys, yeah, go do that, then come back around. These guys, I'm gonna wait to get 10 of them before I send them out on their mission. I hope they can cross the water. And yeah, move command for these is just gonna be something like that, and then just scan across the map. And it'll be sort of staggered, right? Because they're gonna end up going out in like kind of a diagonal wave, I think. But that's okay. A couple there that did get caught up in the command. I don't know how that happened. Okay, and there is more stuff out here. Oh wow, a lot more stuff out here. Then I realized that dude's kind of stuck. I think. Well, we for sure will need some artillery. That much I can say with confidence. And then I'll get incisors as well. Huh. Not sure what the situation is here. What's the scenario meant to... Like, are these are third-party neutral? Is a dead ally? Or something? Is what that's supposed to simulate? Or maybe it's just for flavor. It's just like, this is a great battle happened here. I don't know. Whatever the case may be. Let's rush up to T2. I don't think we're gonna get stopped, right? I'll take some metal there. That's a good metal spot to take as well. Okay, and yeah, here. This is where the active adversary is. And they have rezzed their line of defenses that we are going to be able to take out easily enough with artillery. It would be really easy if we had radar locks, which are going to be challenging to get, but maybe not impossible. So do we go T2 or do we kill with T1? T2 gives us... Oh, an advanced con bot. Oh, it's hidden. That was like hidden back here. That was really hard to find, actually. I just didn't even know it was there, but I did the area res thing. That was under these trees. Nicely done there. Nice little bit of challenge design. Okay. Now, we for sure need, like, radar. So we don't want to get jumped. I think my comm can actually probably... Oh, I don't have a comm. But I think if I had a comm, it could capture these things. Sort of inconsistent behavior there. Are they returning fire? Is that what they're doing? Like, if they get hit with splash damage, then they think they're being attacked, and then they attack? Not until then? Kind of weird. Or, not weird. Yeah, kind of weird. You know. Okay, not great to get the artillery caught like that. This is fine, though. Oh, yeah. Almost all of those end up going down, so we will build some more. That's fine. Maybe I was premature with those. I was like, this is the one thing I know we need. Spam out grunts, too, I guess. And honestly, if we have a T2 con, we don't even need to build a T2 lab yet. We can focus on, can these guys capture? No, they cannot. Well, would have been cool. Yeah, we're going to focus on getting T2 mexes up. And we got pretty much everyone helping with that effort at this point. Going to get 5 more con bots just to make it go even faster. And once we hit like 40 metal per second, that's when I'm going to drop my lab. Yeah, I really like having Rascals in the comp for that extra visibility. Yeah, you're building T1 mexes, you fool. Oh, right, I don't have any build power over here, so that's going to take forever. Let me drop those down, and then we'll go back over. I'll have one of them. Stay loyal. Oh yeah, not a fucking chance, buddy. Get out of here. It's my res field. Actually, these guys are going to move on up. And I'm getting my artillery back at the front, so that's nice. Okay, Centurion. Not something you want to push into with light tanks. Yeah, I think, honestly, I think this is my comp. It's Brutes and Rascals. Rascals for visibility and Brutes for brutishness. And yeah, we're at 38, which is almost 40. So, metal per second. So actually, maybe I cancel that comp. We're going straight into T2. Weird. Wait, advanced metal fortifier? What the metal extractor and construction turret? First time I've ever seen that in the game. Is that... I don't know what that is. It's not a Legion thing, because this guy isn't Legion. Interesting. Cut off that metal income first and foremost. And try to sneak in here. Okay, there were more turrets that I didn't know about. So we are not going to be able to sneak. Now, Brutes, very good versus Centurions. You can survive their DPS, and you can sort of burst down their large HP pool. They're very much an anti-swarm unit, relying on that high rate of fire as like a big source of their utility. And so, if you can make that a non-factor in the game, then you are in a good place. Oh, and these are fortified as well. That's kind of funny. Wow, I didn't look here, and apparently there's more than I thought there was. I wonder if I'm falling behind here. Maybe it's because I went T2. Now, okay, suddenly, like, how does it decide who to kill? It must be on hold fire, or return fire. Such a strange thing. But we got T2 tanks coming out, so I'm not so worried. A lot of problems just kind of technically disappear when you got T2 tanks. There's one thing I know about this game. It's that. Oh, and I'm out of res bots. Interesting. Maybe I have the T2 builder, if I can fucking find the guy, throw up a radar before heading back. Man, I don't know. Oh, it is brutal. I wonder if they're getting stat bonuses.
Low power.
Are they getting stat bonuses? Is that how this works? Yeah, I bet they're getting like a plus resource income or something. There's no way they're getting plus DPS, but I could see them getting extra minerals, extra metal. God, well, that's my StarCraft showing right there. Yeah, they must be. They must be. In which case, this does now. I forgot I had to try for this. But it's all good. It's all good. I've remembered. Better late than never. And we do have the D2 up. So again, hordes of bots are less scary than they could be. And this will make a very good res field in just a moment. Man, I'm gonna have to actually try for this, aren't I? Oh, and I lost my radar, didn't I? Oh well. That's disappointing. What's the... Yeah, there's nowhere that guy could go to build a radar. Oh well. I really want radar coverage, though. I want to know where all this shit is. I guess I can build a pleb tier radar, if nothing else. Okay. And now we have this coming out here. Oh, and maybe, yeah, let's not include the radar bot in this control group. Interesting. Exploiter's certainly not bad. Aw, that's disappointing. Shouldn't have gotten caught like that. I shouldn't have let that happen.
T2 unit detected.
Oh, okay. My opponent has now teched. Yeah, this guy's for sure getting a big resource boost. I would say fair enough, except it's quite literally not. But whatever. I'm still confident in my ability to scale eco well enough to stay in this game. If you're getting a resource boost, but I'm getting exponential scaling and you're sub-exponential, then pretty soon I'll catch up. Or who knows how long it'll take, but eventually. Oh yeah, and I wonder if that's a res tiger, or if this guy's just that rich. Oh, now snipers? Man, oh man. Well, I'm live, so I can't possibly back out. If I was in single player, I might say, is it really worth it? But, or excuse me, I am in single player, but you know what I mean. I have an obligation to win this challenge, even if I don't actually feel like it. Y'all gotta keep me honest here. So let's see, what are we gonna do that effect? Let's see. Yeah, you guys eat, but the rest of you don't. Because I don't want to lose all my res bots at once. Now, if there's snipers in play, then it actually is not such a bad idea to send spam against them. So I will do exactly that. I don't like playing against snipers. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. Not a fun unit to play against. Now, you think you're gonna catch me that easy. I was not born yesterday. I may be a fish with a 15-second memory, but I wasn't born yesterday. Boy, oh boy. I figure like maybe I do need to expand onto more of the map in order to have a shot in this game. I'll queue up some exploiters. Oh, I'm wasting metal. What the heck? When did that happen? Since when, dude? I thought I was like 4. Maybe it's all those converters. That T2 eco. I mean, I was talking about scaling my eco, and here I am fucking it up. Kind of funny. But it's cool, it's fine. Put those on high priority and make them only build spam. New players often think that spam is kind of a troll tactic, and it can be that, but it also has a legitimate place. And a lot of that is if you're up against like low rate of fire units with high burst damage, you can get them to waste their shots overkilling these cheap units. So, you know, snipers, the classic example, pulsars are another one, starlights, these sorts of things. You have a very good return on investment from spam. And of course, the archetypal spam is tick spam, but we're going to be doing rover spam because I'm Cortex. Two snipers only. I wonder if I can just jump on them. That's another thing, is that, you know, the vision you get off of spam makes your radar more useful, because once you see what a unit is, you get to keep seeing that even if it goes outside of vision range, as long as you maintain your radar lock on it. So it's like, what's the term for that? It enhances the other stuff that you've got on top of being good in its own right. This fat boy needs to go is a phrase you can only say in the context of bar. $1K metal on the ground over there, and very easy to get to it. That's a rare and beautiful sight. What the heck? Why did my queue get canceled over there? I don't know. Let's run up on this dude and end his life. And we're just gonna have the tanks slow push along the same path as the spam for the most part here. And we might go a little back and forth. You know, we might get a little loosey-goosey with it, but that's the general idea anyway. And I want more spam, I think. This is probably gonna fuck my score, but at this point I'm not like invested in score. I'm just like, let me actually play this proper. So it's not art, but it's whatever. By the way, when I queue up a res order, I like to do a res and then an eat, and have them in that order, because there are going to be some wrecks that are unresable but still eatable, and so you don't want to like leave those, right? Fat boys, incredible amounts of health, but I can tank their shots. And one smart thing to do that I should have done is build turrets at the front, to repair my tanks. And now, yeah, this is really, I mean, spam is so underrated actually by a lot of players, especially less experienced ones. This is really, I mean, the vision you get on the map.
Detected.
Oh, god damn, okay. They're going T3 out here. I guess I have metal income. I can do it too. Fuck it. I'm dropping a gantry. My god. Where's the T3? Oh, there it is. Got a Marauder. Okay. And yeah, this is absolute chaos on the board right now. But, you know, that's okay. I thrive in chaos. I actually don't. I like things to make sense. But, you know, in bar you don't always get your wish. But that's part of the fun of it. That's part of the challenge. Where's the fat boy over here? Send that dude out to clear that little dug-in installment. I wonder if he can pull that off. And yeah, my gantry is building. I'm going to turn off T2 unit production. I'm going to keep the spam up, but turn off everything else. And at this point, I wonder, actually, maybe I do get a T2 con out. Where are you going? Oh, I guess I overwrote my command on this guy accidentally. Let's clear out this side. And a lot of the spam is sort of dying for no cause because there's no units behind it. And that's a temporary problem. But one thing we can also do is just kind of adjust. I don't like those. We're going to do it like that, and then in, and then fan back out. Oh, I think my fat boy... Oh, yeah, no, he's just in the same control group as these dudes. That's why his commands keep getting overwritten. And what do we want to make here? We could do Shiva's cards. Maybe Shiva's. Oh, and this one actually is taking me a while to do, actually. I mean, it's on the difficult setting, though, so, hey. Little EMP there as the Cloaked Mech dies. Nothing to worry about. Oh, wow. Okay, Vanguard's actually quite a scary unit. And this, suddenly, what I was just saying about the spam being useless, this makes it useful again. Because with a long-range unit like that, you simply just need to know where they are. Because you need to know
is ready.
how far they are from the things that you want to defend against them. And that determines, like, all of your positioning and everything. Let's get this fucking sniper, shall we? There we go, sniper. Second order of business, get the fat boy. Yeah, I mean, this is just sort of a tidal wave, right, at this point. We'll block these guys up. Oh, there's a turret. Okay, whatever. Let's kill this rattlesnake. Oh, he's building a Titan. Oh my god. I wonder if I can get in here before that finishes. Probably not, actually. Yeah, I don't think I can. I can do a lot of damage, though. Would love to kill these metal makers. That'll chain react. Actually, no, it won't. Interesting. There we go. And it's like, if the Titan's up, these guys' days are numbered. But that's okay. And And yeah, this is maybe a dumb place to be building eco, considering that my build power there is spoken for. But we can... Well, I don't know. What do we want to do? Maybe we do it back here. And then this dude go off and do that little mission. And then any idle cons go help that guy. And yeah. Now the Titan is on the field. There is T3, you know, sort of ubiquitously throughout here, like a thin haze of T3 spreading across the map. What are we going to do about this? Titan, quite a strong unit, actually, and headed straight for my base. I'm not scared yet, but we'll see if I eat those words. I don't need the converters yet. What I need is the energy. Man, these guys walk slow. Apologies that this part of the game isn't more gripping to watch, but you work with the movement speeds you're given, you know. Interestingly, the spam is kind of encouraging the Titan to stay home, to a degree that I was not expecting. Oh yeah, gotta remember, Marauders are actually amphibious, and that would be a really strong play to come up along the shore here and fuck me like that. So maybe I should even build some defense against that before I go into my eco-scaling. Now it's interesting. Okay, no, never mind. I thought for a second the drag select wasn't selecting those neutral units. It was. Take out that mess. And yeah, this is something where if it was me playing this instead of a bot, I think that I could probably win as red from this position. However, I'm not sure if the bot can pull it off from this position with the bot's bonuses, let me be clear. If you put me in charge of red, I'll carry this game. But also, the situation that we actually find ourselves in is the polar opposite of that. Now, I want to engage at range here for a number of reasons. I believe that his laser does less damage at range, for starters. I'm also trying to sort of get a 180 concave on this dude. Obviously, if this goes down, I'm gonna res it. And laugh all the way to the bank, as it were. Once my eco starts popping off a little more, I'm gonna go into demons. And by the way, if you're wondering why I'm building the T1, rather than the advanced fusions. Not T1, but I'm building baby fusions. It's because they're cheaper in terms of metal cost. That's the entire thing, is that it disrupts my tempo less to bring those online. Where's the wreck from the dude? Oh, did he self-destruct? Oh. Or I guess maybe he always self-destructs. I don't remember how these things work. I only know so much about the game, man. I don't know everything. I'm not unstoppable. I'm not immortal. I'm not some crazy genius. I'm not some vampire that spent 500 years studying bar. I'm just a fish. Yeah, we are gonna stop these bad boys before they get too far in. Good enough coverage over here, I think. I think I'm going to push along this edge. And that's going to be my route into the base. Oh my god, another Titan. Why, though? Never mind, I'm staying home and I'm defending that. And I am going to start into demons. Into demon production. Oh, take out my my twin guards. No. That sucks. I don't like that. Did this guy just Juno himself to stop my spam? Okay, mad respect. That's pretty funny. I am going to start on Aphis now. I'm tired of Baby Fusion. I'm also wondering, I don't see anti-nuke anywhere. That'll be a really funny way for this game to end. And I'm ready for this game to end, so I am going to try it. I don't think it'll work, but it's one of those things where it's like, even if you don't think it'll work, sometimes you just gotta go for it. What a base layout, by the way, am I right? This is quite a thing that I've built. Yeah, let's just fully circle this guy. Make a ring on him. There we go. And yeah, unresable. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that is risible. Demons, quite fast. So that makes them a good unit for a map like this, where you gotta cover a lot of ground. Map and a scenario, I should say. This is really less about the map. I am gonna res that guy. Yeah, these guys are my flank squad now. They will go and they will flank. Red has done a very bad job of actually killing off my income. This is sort of the first real attempt here, and it's not even going to go anywhere. Those Nexus do stay up. Oh yeah, I forgot these are amphibious. Just walk them through the pond here. Yeah, that's fun. Oh wait, they're amphibious, so I can do the exact thing that I was saying the other guy should do. Oh yo, okay. So you guys are going there, then you're going there, then you're going there. And that's gonna be a beautiful play that is gonna make my day. And this I'm very scared of. Scared enough to retreat? Maybe. Man, I don't like this. Interesting that it fell back. I wonder if this guy has map hacks also. There's another thought that just crossed my mind. Let me take the Shivas out of the cube here. Once you go demons, you don't go back. Let's, what else can I do? Let's get more build power on the gantry, I guess. Finally, some Nexus are starting to go down for me. If I can kill my opponent's eco, then that will pretty much end the game in my favor. Can't believe it took me a half hour to think of that play. Man, this is gonna be a long one, isn't it? Now, okay, yeah, looking at what's pathable here, I wonder if these guys could go up right here. I think so, right? And yeah, oh, let's go! Let's go, motherfucker! You can absolutely kill an Aphis with those. Beautiful, beautiful. And that's significant damage to my opponent. Can't believe it took me so long to think of that. But then again, this has been a hell of a game. Would love to kill the gantry. So many of my problems become so much simpler. I think maybe those Titans, are they countering the demons pretty hard? I think they are. They can kind of kite it or something. I think that's what's happening. Maybe I go back into Shiva's. Slower, but they get the job done. I would love this plan that I immediately abandoned. Take that out there. I would love to be able to clear out this turret wall. And I don't know if that's really what's in the cards for me in this game. I gotta respect this guy. I gotta respect this. I cannot just let that walk forward unimpeded. Oh, and my nuke is up. I always build nukes then forget I built nukes, because that's such a goofy thing to actually do. Let's see if we've got anti. Is there an uncle nuke? No, there is not. Okay, beautiful. Flanking damage assist from the Twin Guard. Love to see it. And yeah, of course it does. It does end up winning that interaction. The bulwark prevents it from pushing forward too much, though. Now I'm in a situation where I've lost a lot of my metal income on the map, but I'm rebuilding metal income in base, so it's certainly not game over. Not even close. I actually think I'm strongly favored. Although I certainly cannot fall asleep at the wheel here. I need to stay awake and attentive and in control. Much like at a real wheel. I don't drive, but I have been hit by a car, so I know all about that. Let's see. Maybe we eat the T2 lab here. This is not really doing much for us. And it's a lot of metal on the ground. Or not on the ground, you know what I mean. Our efforts to res this also completely unsuccessful, sadly. And now, let's see. Where do I have the advanced gun? I've got one right there. I can send that guy back out along the back road here. Take all the starts again. These guys are going nowhere. Going nowhere slow. This, I'm starting to wonder if this is still good content. I think maybe no. But I'm locked in. I don't want to give up. My honor, my reputation is at stake here. I would love to kill these vanguards. That would be tremendous. I can take those out. God, I hope I can get this done in under an hour. This is really dragging more than I expected it to. But I guess that's the insane difficulty. lot of reclaim on the ground here, so I am going to keep my eye on that. Keep going for that. As these converters come online, which is just now happening, I'm going to have a lot more metal to play with. Reclaim also helped quite a bit on that front. One thing you'll notice me do is spread my dudes out before I give the reclaim order. Just encourages them to spread themselves throughout the reclaim field more evenly, so that they're less likely to die to splash damage like the plasma rounds from a Marauder. And it's an incredibly small detail, but it's one of those things that, even at high levels, you mostly don't see people do. And I do think that these little micro adjustments and tiny improvements are like a huge deal in terms of upping the gameplay. This is, past a certain point, this is what's available for you to focus on. I'll put it that way. Oh, I'm wasting metal. Good God. Yeah, cancel that, everyone. Shit. No more reclaim. Oh, and you can't get over there to start that because my base layout is absolute shit. But you can do that, so we're gonna do that. Of course, it's tempting to go for other things. We can go for juggernauts. We can go for catapults, cards. I like a card, but we're gonna stick with this. And it's mainly movement speed. I don't want anything that moves slower than this stuff does, and a lot of things do. Where is a builder that I can use to make metal storage? There you are. So annoying. Very, very good unit. Obviously, the Cortex ones are stronger, but they're much, much more expensive too. Whereas these guys sit on a really nice sweet spot between, cost and utility. And they walk into the water. Okay, they can do that too. Let's build another row of spam, and then we can actually get much better coverage on the map here. We're gonna do something like that. And all these guys target this dude. These guys are actually reaching the end of their queue. That's remarkable. Oh man, still wasting metal, even with all the storages. That's remarkable, actually. Let's get some energy. What else is going on here? I don't understand how this dude is still producing, like, at this level, this much stuff, after losing that much eco. I don't entirely understand how that can be done. That's a Shiva, so that must be rezzed, which is kind of funny. Running this dude in to get the splash damage as much as I can. Doing my best to sort of line things up like I'm playing pool. actually nothing like how you play pool, but you know what I mean. Now we're really getting where we gotta go here. And what's the formation? Something like that should be good enough. And back onto reclaim for everything that can do so. We're about done here. This game will not last much longer than this, I think. And certainly I could have done this faster, but it will be under an hour. And that's a win sometimes. Watch there be like one fucking C unit that I have to go kill in order for this to count as a win. It is very confusing to me how these modes, or these challenges, don't work by the same rules as... Oh yeah, there we go. See, like, what was the win condition there? What did I kill that made that happen? But okay, you know, good game, I guess. Do you say good game if it's single player? I'm not sure that you do. Let me see if there's any good... Newbies, mids, fun times, one player. Noobs, non-toxic. Yeah, we could do one of these. Let's play. Because this is about, oh boy. Isn't it reset boxes? Yeah, load boxes. Yeah, someone new. And we can get this going. We'll play one round, then I'll call it. Uber MG playing versus Barbs. Hell on Toast in the unranked duels. Come beat up my noob friend with Quegs. That could be a fun one to play, but it's 17 minutes in, so it would be crazy to try to catch up to. All welcome Rotato Legion enabled. We could play that. But, you know, we got an alright lobby here. Can we try different maps? Is Vi trustworthy? Truly, a question as old as time when it comes to glitters. Personally, I'd be down for it, but I doubt that vote will succeed. And I would like to get a game going here, so I don't want to do anything that would obstruct the start vote, which we will now call as we wait for teams to get balanced. Too inconsistent. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. I tried to start it at the same moment it was balancing, and it got confused. There must have been some lock. Oh, well. We've lost one now, so we'll end that vote. I'm balancing with 7v8. Whoever heard of such a thing? Oh, I forgot to check. Hey, wow, look at that. That's actually a higher Chev level, even though it took me ages and I spent like 50 billion metal. Cool. And there's a lot of these. There's a lot of these. I kind of want to like try. I kind of want to like try The advanced ones. I'm not sure what the benchmark ones at the end were. I mean, like, I imagine it's a graphics benchmark, but also it was rated 15 out of 15 difficulty, which makes me wonder if there's any playable aspect to it, or if they're just having a goof with that. But let's load in here. Got ourselves a Glitters lobby. El Clasico. I am second highest on this team in terms of OS. Certainly highest on this team in other terms. Behind Viable, the 27 OS. So let's see where I am called upon to play. It'll probably end up being Eco, let's be real, because that's always how this happens. I really hate the feeling of doing well on front but having nothing behind me. So at the 15, maybe 20 minute mark, I just sort of end up getting outpaced by people that have better support. Okay, I do pick second, so if Viable doesn't...
Choose
Okay,
your starting
God bless you,
location.
man. God bless you. I will take front. Hell yeah. Maybe I should actually go in the carry position here. I think I will. I'll do that. That allows me to help out Viable more. Now, DME just different. Gonna have to be the air player here, it looks like. Oh, look at the quality of that illustration, dude. This is someone with a steady hand. You love to see it. Oh, and there's a little kitty over here, dude. Oh, I love that. All right, let's go. Maybe it's strange for a fish to love cats. Certainly not a survival-oriented attitude, but you know, I'm a strange fish. Let's get going here. Paul with the wise words. This is indeed an 8v8 game. Communication is important. Remember to ping. Remember not to ping 50 times. I'm more defensive. What does that mean? Oh boy.
Battle started.
Well, we'll see how it goes. A lot of real artists. And then there's Colonel J with that shaky thing. Someone's got a tremor. I shouldn't joke about that. I shouldn't make fun of that. One of those things you say it, you're instantly like, no, delete, backspace. Alright, let's get it. Go in front, go in vehicles. I'm gonna try to get a bunch of light tanks up. Cover for leaks. See if I can get some leaks on the opponent. Probably end up having to clear that whole queue, but I'll put it in like that for now. Now I really hope that Viable comes through with the carry and this is going to be a nice, fast, relaxing game. But we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. All I know is I'm trying to do my part here. Got my first Rascals out. Gonna be taking a look at the map here. I just got starts as much as I can. I don't know if we can trust just different to do a good scout as air here. And that's not, you know, nothing personal. It's just looking at 3 Chevs and 13 OS. It's like, okay, maybe you'll do good. Maybe you'll do good. I hope you do.
Aircraft spotted.
Okay, and then on the other team it is Red Air, which is scary. Just a scout, yep. Nexus Strife already calling for anti-air. I mean, I love the enthusiasm, buddy. Love the enthusiasm. Okay. Okay. And they do have, yeah, obviously shurikens. It's Red Air, I should expect that. So yeah, that's not going anywhere, is it? As for me... I'll wait till he actually builds it. Would be cool to get the kill on that. I'll act like he was just building that as a favor. I know the truth, but I'll play nice. Hey, there you go. A little diplomacy goes a long way. And this one, this one rascal actually doing a ridiculous amount here before getting cleaned up. Crazy return on investment there. It's one thing I could improve is I feel like I'm very often trying to get my build turret up before I have an appropriate amount of energy to make such moves. I end up stalling. Can happen to anyone. Something I saw the other night in a 1v1 was doing this thing where you interleave the production of winds and energy storages. And I thought that was very, very clever. Not sure what's getting pinged there. Okay, so that's where that turret is. And it's worth running into range there as long as you don't die. Just to know exactly where you're going to be targeting your artillery. Rather than having to rely on the radar lock to get it right. Because once you scout the position, it stays scouted. And I think I can do like a second con turret, and then something like that, then maybe even a third. Okay, lashers, or missile trucks of some denomination out of my opponent here. Now, we'll see. I think that you have an LLT up here. I think that's one of these radar locks, but let's try it, you know? Okay, yeah, there it is. Okay, so we're not going to kill the lasher, but we are going to kill the mechs. Just to tell you that things aren't going to be easy. Good sometimes to assert dominance early. Oh. Incredible comic timing on that, you just have to point it out. That was pretty much perfect. And yeah, at this point, more build turrets, right? More power. More build turrets.
An allied commander self-destructed.
Okay, wow, kind of late on the T2, aren't we, my friend? I will, of course, buy that shit. And I will even overpay. Call it a tip. Really horribly bad micro on those missile trucks. out of bar 44.
You've received new
Okay,
units.
good. Oh, and I forgot to put my shit on repeat. No wonder. No wonder. First thing I'm gonna do is radar jammer. And then a build turret. And then we're gonna kind of go from there. A couple build turrets even. And these dudes, and yeah, let's just go repeat on T1 tanks. Actually, no, I take it back. We're gonna get some, but we're not gonna repeat queue it. Yeah, let's get eyes on like the current state of affairs over here. Frankly, not good for my opponent. It's kind of funny how it looked like there was stuff here and there just isn't. Something that can happen in this game. I think I need missile trucks before I really push, because Red is for sure waiting to try to hit me with Shuri. And I'm not going to allow that. And yeah, one anti-air turret at the front, man. They can do wonders. Anti-air saves lives. Tell a friend. Yellow trying to help versus me now. I want to build a forward con turret so that I can repair more effectively. This is so many long-range units that cannot stand and fight versus brutes. So my only thing is I need to make sure not to lose all of my health on my tanks. I need to go back and heal them up in between skirmishes. But, like, I can just walk up to them and stand, and they'll be like, what? We can't stop that. That's too strong. Okay. That's kind of funny also. Seeing the turret automatically reclaim when they go too far front. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, boy. That was incredible B-guns out of my opponent there. Not really my opponent. It's this guy, I think. But, whatever. The guy in my lane. He's my opponent for today. Oh, boy. Yeah. What I would love more than anything would be to get like a gauntlet up over here and just absolutely crush these kids with that. And I think I can build it pretty fast, actually. I got the metal banked, which I was very much doing intentionally. And if we can sort of strafe this comm and get a kill on that, I wouldn't complain. Is this bait? Is this bait? No, it's not.
Destroyed.
Don't use the shurikens versus the missile trucks, bro. That's a hard counter. Okay, now that the agitator's up, I called it a gauntlet because I'm dumb. But now that the agitator's up, I'm a lot less worried about this whole situation. I've basically owned this wreckage field. Look at the coverage, actually, of that attack circle all along here, covering the entire field. And I'm gonna focus fire on those Rocketeers. And yeah, we're gonna stay on tanks for the foreseeable. And I think actually with the support of Colonel J here, we can possibly even push through in this situation from this position. Advantages to both. Clearly Colonel J had the same idea, because here we go. I gotta bring my missile trucks up
T2 unit detected.
to shut down these shuriken. But that's certainly doable. I'm even gonna send my con out to eat. Why are you building TW? What the fuck? Dude, some people truly are technically speaking English, but it's like it's a different language. They just have their own abbreviations they've made up, and they think that people are gonna understand them. What is TW? I don't know, man. But I know that you are not building the things you should be building. Dude's fucking bizarre. Lots of good questions being asked. And bad ones, but you know. C'est la vie. La vie.
You're overflowing metal.
At this point we can actually eat this for metal, although I should throw down a metal storage first. Guys, build it. What are you waiting for? Hopefully that was in time. Yes. Oh yeah, lightning tanks. We are getting the comm back. We are moving that back. It's time for you to no longer... yeah. We are transitioning our Monarch from a functional to a symbolic role within this team. That's what the lightning tanks mean. It's time to overhaul the Constitution up in here. Blue's sending stuff to front to try to eat metal, I imagine. Certainly not the wrong call. 2K on the ground right there would be good to pick up. We're gonna hit turn off the repeat there. Get 5 artillery, those things, and then just go hard into more tanks. And I strongly suspect I can push through here, but I don't want to overextend. With lightning tanks on the field, those are a very scary thing to fight. However, I'm starting to gain confidence seeing what I'm up against here. Not to mention, actually, oh, here's a play that I like never make, but I should. Is once it's time to go T2, and you've just got your T1 army up here. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reclaim all my T1 tanks. But first I'm going to use them to cover this reclaimed field, so that I can try to get as much of this as possible. And this is... They should not be able to cover this, but I suspect that my opponent is going to be overly cautious, basically. And that will allow this to work, even when it has no right to. And yeah, dude, the Lashers are still part of my comm. So, you are still going to have to worry about those. I guess technically I'm reclaiming these in a different way that I plan to, which is they're just dying. And then my
Low
con bot
power.
gets them. But you know what? If it works, it works. T2 artillery is now in play. And that's a big... oh, god damn, that's satisfying to watch. Big win, having that T2 already on the field.
You're overflowing metal.
Once again, overflowing metal. Good problem to have. Where's my T2 con at? I want to help that guy. Yeah. Yeah, just build everything, dude. I'll assign the con to help him. And now it's like, I mean, I don't know if I can break through or not, but it's not really my job to break through, right? Like, it's kind of my job to just, like, make sure that this is rock solid and wait for Eco to get online. Ask very little and achieve as much as I can with that little that I ask and get. Bottlenecked on energy myself. I had not noticed that until just now.
You're
I guess I haven't really
overflowing
been...
metal.
Maybe that's part of why I'm overflowing metal, is I don't have shit but metal. Let's see. I guess I'll just extend that row back. We can do maybe another one. Well, I don't know. Maybe horizontal rows are better. We can also start on a fusion. I'm not going to go for APHIS. I will build a T1 fusion. And if I can push through here, I mean, I might, right? Like, and this is why I've kept building the lashers. That I'm getting good value out of them. Maybe I'll even keep that on repeat. Focusing down the pit bull because those things are frickin' overpowered. Yeah, man. I got artillery shelling your lab, dude. What are you gonna do about it, dog? And so, if you've been watching my other streams, you're like, this guy only plays Eco. That's true, but that's not all I can play. Love to see these chain react.
Air transport detected.
Actually, let's kill the build power first. That's harder to rebuild. know I love to see that. And I wonder how much damage the comm took in that moment.
You're overflowing
Let's see
metal.
if we kill him before we die. No. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Oh boy. And now, yeah, blue can just do a finishing blow here, I think.
Long-range plasma cannon detected.
Let me just work on insurance policies. Underrated thing to focus on is making sure your build power is spread out. I'm going to swing over to the side here. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to make a damn fusion before I go into all this energy-heavy stuff. I forgot. I'm on a,
You're overflowing
I'm a fucking
metal.
poor frontliner. Let's do it. This is easily game ending, I believe. I do need to be careful though to, basically I'm here as a damage sponge to make sure that blue can close the distance on this artillery before taking too much damage from it. And so I'm just walking straight towards the artillery. Blue can go wherever he wants. He has the run of the place, but I need to pressure these guys back and draw their fire.
Enemy commander destroyed.
And I've been successful in that goal, and now here we go. Oh, this is a beautiful thing that we now see. Actually, yeah, kill build power once again.
Enemy commander destroyed.
Kind of a funny way to die. Comm bombing lashes at the 25-minute mark. Can you imagine? Yes, let's go! Whew.
Enemy commander
Nice work, Blue.
destroyed. Enemy commander destroyed.
See, that's why I call this the carry position, is that synergy is really something that you can never count that out.
Battle and
Man, what a fun game. We're gonna call it there. I got the damage award. Most damage dealt. Waffle Wheel actually getting the Eco Award, surprising to me. But whatever. Universe Man did not enjoy that. Oh boy. Sorry to hear it. All right. Have a good one.